The Samsung frame is one of our #1 selling televisions. Biggest thing with it is audio. How do we get steady, pleasing television and actually put speakers around it? Well, Steve with Next Level Acoustics is gonna tell us why, or what makes this product so special. Steve, can I borrow you for a second?
Yeah, man. What's going on?
Not much, brother. We sell a lot of Samsung.
Yeah.
We sell a lot of TVs.
We love them. They're great.
Talk to me.
Well, this is brand new. This is not really about the Samsung TV. This is about any TV that we're now framing the TV with audio.
Okay.
So it's called audio art, so that you can use a frame TV or any TV that has art capabilities on it. And now you're able to put your sound as an integral part of the frame that's customizable with your fabric and the trim around it with your audio built in.
Okay.
And so you can do left and right. You can do left, right, and dual centers, or you do left, right, center, and your heights, depending on how you want to do it.
What these are your own speakers?
We make our own CNC'd wood. We buy all name brand drivers other than our proprietary stuff that we have designed for us.
Okay.
So, like for instance, this driver here is proprietary, 2.5-inch driver. This is a VIFA tweeter. This is a dying tweeter. This is a carbon wool cone driver that we use. It's made by a manufacturer for us. This for the Samsung frame TV. Over here, you'll see this is very special because this is a convex cone driver.
Okay.
So instead of going inward, as most drivers do, this goes outward, which allows us to get under the 2 inches in height, in depth. So this is a VIFA tweeter, a convex cone driver. This is made for the original frame TV, which was 1.75 inches deep.
Okay.
You mount this directly on the wall through the soundbar into either structure or into our bracket that we provide. So that way you're flush with the TV. We still make this because the frame TV, as it's made today, is now 1.25, as you know. But if you're going onto a stone wall, tile wall, or wood wall where you can't cut into it, as to make it flush to the new TV size, then you still use this. Whereas if you're doing the frame TV today, we made the back notch here a 1/2 inch. So you're a 1/2 inch overlap. You cut into the sheetrock, you're flush at 1.25 with the frame of the frame TV. And we match the finishes of the frame that they
all
offer.
of them LCRs?
You can do LCR, you can do stereo. This is a dual driver with a DX tweeter. So this is an upgrade. So it's a little bit deeper than the frame TV, but you're getting more throw and more coverage then. And this is just a stereo option, but we can do stereo this size. And you see all of our drivers are pushed to the outer edge of your soundstage so that it operates optimally. Because if you're just doing like some prefab thing and all they're doing is cutting off the ends, your drivers are like, wherever they are. So we customize not only hand making our crossovers that fit inside here, which is almost no room, they're all handmade.
So limitations on colors, fabrics, what are?
So this is offered in the 4 colors that Samsung makes, right? And then we just launched our own trim kit modification to the white trim that Samsung sells, that we take it in-house. We will match a Benjamin Moore painted finish and then match our soundbar to that. So now your frame around the TV and the soundbar frame matches. So the designers can go all they want with some special color and they all match.
I like it. Where's this made?
Everything's made in our factory in Connecticut.
Okay.
Everything's CNC'd wood with high-end drivers, as I said, from known brands, other than proprietary stuff that we have.
Gotcha.
And then this is the only arc enclosure for the Sonos product that doesn't block the Atmos.
Gotcha.
So this has end-firing drivers that are redirected out the front. It has up-firing drivers that are redirected out the front. And then you've got a sound batten in between the two so you don't get turbulence. And so what this does is it eliminates the need for an Atmos configured room. And most people don't even know what that means. Well, if you don't have a flat ceiling at 9 feet, your reflectance surface where the drivers are hitting are not landing at your seated position. It's 10 to 12 feet away from the visual surface. And so this takes away that whole need. So now you can recess this thing if you want. You don't have to worry about being blocked by bookcases on the side or insetting it into a wall or anything. So it really makes it operate independent of your room.
I like it. This is a great
It's custom made to the make and measure of your TV model. Every product of ours is.
Everything is customized.
So we ask you for the make, the model of the TV. We ask you for the dimensions of the TV. We ask you if it has an IR badge. For our dealers that are at the platinum level, we include for free. If they're not a platinum level, then we charge them a small fee.
Yep.
We do custom stuff, so if we don't have it in our product line and it needs to be modified, we have a custom quote section. They will just take your pictures, your drawings, whatever it is that you need to do, and we'll make it for you.
Now, since it's custom, let's talk about finding them. Somebody on YouTube is going to see this video and want to purchase this. How long will it take us
So we
to get them
fabricate
the
stuff
product?
in 3 weeks, typically, for stuff that's modified and off the shelf, well, not off the shelf, already designed, and we already have the CNC files. If we're customizing something full on, it's a 4 to 6 week lead time. And from our factory to Texas per se, let's just say it's 4 days for shipping, for free.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we made this bar, which won Best Soundbar of the Year for AVS Forum in 2022, as an LCR for a 75-inch TV. This is reference level sound. This thing is just a stereo for a 65-inch TV. Lift that up.
See my muscles. Oh yeah, this bad boy is solid.
What's that, 25 pounds?
It's got to be about 30. Either that or I didn't do my curls right this morning.
So anything over a 75-inch TV, you want to mount this to our Z clips that we provide.
Yeah.
As long as you use our screws that we give you, you can go into this without fear of either going into the back of your drivers or in our crossovers. So we give you screws already made to fit the back plate. This back plate on all of our soundbars is made of solid birch wood, as opposed to some of the wood that we use on other parts. It may not be solid birch, it might be other product. Customizing product that's needed in the marketplace to solve problems. So that's why we keep coming up with this. Like this S3 was designed because everybody who wants to put a TV over a mantle has only a little bit of room underneath the TV before the mantle comes into play.
Yeah.
So how do you put a soundbar there, right? So we made it less than 3 inches tall, less than 3 inches deep, with a proprietary 2.5-inch driver, ported per channel, isolated per channel. This gets to 80 hertz.
Oh, so they can take some power.
These get to 70 to 80 hertz. This thing gets to about 50.
Power handling on these.
So this is a reference level, so you're able to get to this 300 watts a channel. This you can get to about 150 watts a channel.
Okay.
Same with those, you can get 150 watts a channel. That is our new released in-wall subwoofer. This thing was just reviewed and they got it to 10 hertz. We say on our specs it gets to 18. We never talk about peak ratings on RMS or overstate our performance. Our engineer is very conservative. So when he says it does something, that's his comfortable level of it.
Yeah.
So we rate this for 18 hertz at 700 watts at 120 dB at 2 meters.
Oh.
And this is a full back box, annealed interior finish with our own custom epoxy. Nothing leaks out of this wall. And this is just a fake wall that made to house the
How
actual
heavy is this bad boy?
Well, this is an extra wall that we made. So the box inside of here is really what you're buying.
Gotcha.
Is the speaker with the dual drivers, and this is a special pancake 10-inch driver, which is not typical of, as you see from this driver, which is a 5.5, and look at the depth of that.
Yeah.
So, and then we came out last studio with our reference speaker. So this is a dual 8-inch carbon wolf-bone driver with a custom 4x4 horn tweeter that sounds like a silk dome. And that's hard to do. Our engineer, again, very particular about how he does things. And this is done to sound like a silk dome so that you're like talking about a 500 square foot theater room or above. That this horns are much more directional in their throw than a silk dome is, but sounding like a silk dome is much smoother.